A woman can control her husband. The president of the nation can be controlled by his wife.
Sure.
But let's say the woman is in power. Who will control?
Okay, when you talk about men are insecure in a relationship, that's every slightest thing you do, you see them always asking questions. Okay, you go out with a friend, especially when it's a male gender.
Exactly.
Why would
Yeah.
you go out with a male friend?
Yes, now.
No, no.
Oh,
That's not
I
the question.
see.
I'm just saying.
Why would I go out with a male friend?
Exactly.
Okay, it's just like an old classmate or old classmate
Wow.
you are hanging out with. Like, okay, there's this old classmate of mine that wants us to hang out, or maybe it can be a class reunion and all of that. You see, you come back and your guy is asking, how many of the guys there talk to you and all. So that's the insecurity coming because they are not sure of what you are doing outside the relationship.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another interesting and engaging episode on your favorite section, so entertainment. We all will discuss and bring up topics about life, love, and society. Today, we will be discussing something very, very controversial, actually, very interesting. I'm your host, Gloria, and our topic for today is modern feminism destroying love, or are men just insecure? Right? Why are you smiling? Okay, now let's be honest here. Let's be sincere. The word feminism actually carries different meaning for different people. For some, it's about empowerment, equality, and the right to live their life in their own terms. While for others, they feel the word feminism has destroyed a lot of things in relationship. It has made men unsure of their roles in relationship. So today we'll be discussing, is feminism, modern feminism, destroying love, or is men or are men just insecure? That will be our topic for today. So just sit back, sit back, relax, and listen to how this thing is going to be a debate with us, because I trust Mr. Timothy here. And let me introduce my guest to you. I have Mr. Timothy here, and I have Miss Confidence here. Mr. Timothy is our he's a very good friend of mine actually. But the fact is, okay, Mr. Timothy, you're welcome.
Thank you very much for not going too far. It's actually nice being here. Fantastic, as a matter of fact. It's been a minute, by the way. It's nice in your face again. Just saying. Yeah, you look good.
Thank you. And you don't look bad.
Of course. Thank you very much.
My debateful lawyer.
I'm not a lawyer.
No, that's what I call you.
Don't call me a
Because
lawyer.
no, that's what you are.
Well, there's a lot we'll be talking about today, and there's a lot of things that we'll be revealing today as well. Sure. So it's nice being here. It's nice to have her as well.
You're welcome. So Miss Confidence, very much welcome.
Thank you very much.
How are you doing?
I'm okay.
I can see you're smiling and your face is looking very beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, so you're very much welcome. Now the topic is modern feminism destroying love, or are men just insecure? Now, before we go further, let's actually, what is feminism, Mr. Smith?
Well, I think I'll disagree with you when you say feminism comes in different perspectives. There is only one definition of feminism if you check dictionary, and that is basically equality. When women are equal to men. So whether we're checking it from a different people's perspective does not matter. The basis of equality is men and men should be in the same trousers. Men and men should be, women and women rather, should
Okay.
be equal. Men and women should be in the same pedestal. And bringing it to the topic, that is where we ask the question: is it possible for a man and woman to be the same? Yes, that is just because if you look at me and look at you, they are characteristic of a man biologically that a woman can never and would never and should never possess.
Okay.
And there's a biological characteristic of a woman as well that a man should never
can
never possess. It's just natural. It's human. It's how we are made. For those that believe in creation, how we are created. For those that believe in reproduction, that's how we are produced, from our parent and all. So equality can only happen when two things are at par in all ramifications. So a man and a woman, do we look alike? Are we the same? So how can we be apart?
Okay. So the question here now, the word modern is actually emphasized in that question. That means, let's say, ages back there's actually feminism, but now the modern feminism,
Okay.
is it really destroying love? the modern one, because maybe let me say the modern one has taken it to a different heights or a different area altogether. So the question is this modern one, this modern feminism, is it destroying love? Or are men just insecure? Like are they trying to adapt to the new way we women see things, or the way we women are trying to be perceived as a person?
Mm. Let me ask that. I'd like to ask you this one. Do you see yourself equal to a man?
What's way, man?
Yeah.
It depending on the aspect. Let me come this way. Now, when we talk about feminism, or precisely modern feminism, it's not just talking about equality.
Okay.
There is choices, there is independence and freedom on all aspects of life for women, which include leadership, education, relationship, which is our main focus for today. So it's not just about equality. If you are talking of in the area of leadership and education, I think there should be that equality in that aspect.
Mm. Well, uh, that is quite interesting because when we talk about equality, we are talking about people being on the same level as I said earlier. Now, when you bring it into the modern day, how we see things around us nowadays, how things apply around us nowadays, we see that a lot of times we've now it's led to different opinion of the word feminism because a lot of women want to do things that please them. A lot of women want to be comfortable with things they do. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Now, they try to hide under the word feminism. And if someone approached me one time and said, Timothy, are you a feminist? I'm like, oh, really? A lady, by the way. You should be a feminist, Timothy. I'm like, no, 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 no. I'm not a feminist. I appreciate women. I celebrate women. But I would not come to the level of saying a woman should be at par with men because it would not work. That is not how we are created to be. I cannot be at par with a woman. Now, when we bring it into relationship, in everything we do, everybody have a role to play. And if we have a role to play, we should know this is what I should do, this is what you should do. So if I'm in love with a lady and I'm not in love with a fellow man, as a lady, I want you to behave like a lady, not as a man. I'm not dating a man. I'm not subduing you as a lady. Yeah, you have freedom to express yourself, to state your opinion, to state what you want or how you want. But when we are in a relationship together as a lady, there are some things that are manly and there are some things that are feminine, womanly, that you should carry out naturally. But nowadays, we see around us where most women, they like to be in charge. They like to be in control. It is rare for you, honestly, to see a man that wants to be in charge in a relationship. A man, men are simple. We are very simple.
You said it's red.
Yeah, very rare.
It's not
How?
Oh, I'm
reaction.
coming,
It's not
I'm coming,
red.
I'm coming,
How?
I'm coming.
Okay.
Now, a man is very simple and men are very basic. A man in a relationship wants to protect his woman. If you are, I'm not talking about toxic one. I'm talking about proper, normal relationship. Now, a man taking care of his woman is not thinking of controlling his woman. A proper relationship is not controlling his woman. Now, a man taking care of his woman is not thinking about subduing his woman. In fact, if you see a man that really loves his woman, he wants her to do well. But when it comes to women, we are together. Women want to be in charge. They want to control where you go. They want to control what you eat. They want to no, not that is it. Honestly, that is how it is. Women want to control. They want to be the main focus of attraction. That is why you see a man. Yeah, yesterday, the Champions League went on, so I was watching the game, and I told someone that a lady that okay, I'll be watching the game so time. You know what the next thing she said? The next thing she said, "Wow, so you take your ball over me, ba?" And guess what? This same person will be talking. The next thing she will say is, "I want to go and watch BB Niger." And once she say, "I want to go and watch BB Niger," I don't even argue with her. Oh, you want to eat your choice. But now it's my time to, oh, wow, football is more important than me. Women love to control. That is the truth. Women love being in control. They love it, especially the modern women. And it's coming from the ideology where they think that men are too controlling, whereas men are not controlling. In a proper relationship, men are caring.
If you're using the word proper in a proper relationship, Men are controlling. I beg to differ from what you said because
Okay.
when you're in a relationship with a man, he feels that he wants to know who you're talking to, your friends, where you go, what you do. Like if you say men are, you are trying to paint it like they give you the freedom to do what you want to do, whereas it is not like that.
It's care.
Oh, you're not telling it to the
No, it's
aspect of
care.
care.
Yeah,
How
it's
is
care.
okay? When we women are actually doing ours, we are
You
not
know
care.
why?
It's not care.
You know why I say it's care? Because if we don't ask, there's a problem from the woman's side. Oh, you have another person. Nice. That's why you don't ask me where I go to. Oh, you know how women work.
Then what about when a woman doesn't ask you that?
We don't care.
Says who?
Yes, we don't.
You do.
No. If I go out,
Be like, don't care where I go to.
Yes.
That means maybe you don't even
have,
love
have,
me. Or
have
you
a
don't.
guy ever told you that you don't
Yes.
care? A guy
Yes.
tell you don't care where I go to. A guy
Yes.
like a man like me.
So
Okay.
No, honestly, because I've seen a lot of things happen and I've seen a lot of relationship go on, and I've talked to a lot of people about relationships. I've had discussions. Men are not really that individual that pushes things or force things most times. Men are, if you watch keenly, calmer and they see what happens. In fact, a lot of people say men are nonchalant. Now, the word nonchalant is from which part of the relationship? From the women's side. Oh, it's very nonchalant. Any small thing is very nonchalant. You not call me. It's very nonchalant. Why? Because we are cool. I'm trying to find the word now. We don't force things.
I think you
We
actually
don't
speaking
disturb
from
you.
a personal.
I'm not speaking from
You're speaking
I'm
from-
speaking from a general.
No,
That's what I'm
it's not
saying. In a
general.
proper
No,
relationship.
you're not speaking from general. You're speaking from yourself
No.
personally.
It's
Okay, actually, before we move forward, now we'll define the word modern feminism. Let's define the word. What is love and romance in the traditional setting? What does it mean? Traditional. The word love and romance.
I don't know. Do you want me to be explicit?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Raw.
Yeah. That's exactly how it is.
She said it too.
But don't use any bad word.
Okay. Well, love basically deals with the emotions.
Okay.
So if you are dealing with love, you are dealing with something from the heart. Something that in fact, it goes beyond the heart because it deals with the brain as well. That is, if you really, really are in love, it's not just about the surface. It's from beneath. It's from underneath. Now, when we talk about love and relationship and romance, you cannot say you are in love. You're in love with the person when you don't have a connection with the person. There must be something that brings you together. You must see her or you must see him as a woman and want to be with the person, want to touch the person, want to probably be intimate with the person. Growing up, I used to have this ideology that if you love a woman or if you love somebody, you don't want to have anything, you want to keep the person. But when I grew up, I understood that you don't even know how it happens most times. It just happened. And you'll be like, oh, okay, this happened. So love is not just about what we see on the surface. It's intimate, it's deep, it's a connection that goes between two individuals, different individuals. Then it's become a situation or it leads to a situation whereby there are some things you do that you ask yourself on a normal, you cannot do this. Yeah, it's the truth, whether we like it or not. That is if you're in love. You do things, you be, wait, no, let me do this thing. It's when you are calling that, you get, on the long run, that's stupid. But the point is, if you find yourself in the same situation again, you do it again. You get what I mean? So when it comes to love, it's emotional. You don't think most times. In fact, every time. You just do it because the person you're doing it for is a part and parcel of you in some way. Yeah, that's
Okay, that's very wonderful. Now, Miss Confidence, what do we mean when we say men are insecure
Okay.
in a relationship? When we say a man is insecure, what does it mean?
Okay, when you talk about men are insecure in a relationship, that's every slightest thing you do, you see them always asking questions. Okay, you go out with a friend, especially when it's a male gender.
Exactly.
Why would
Yeah,
you go out with a male friend?
yes, now.
No.
Oh,
I'm asking
are
a
you
question. I'm
serious?
just saying.
Why would I go out with a male friend?
Exactly.
Okay, it's just like an old classmate or old classmate
Wow.
and you are hanging out. You be like, okay, there's this old classmate of mine that wants us to hang out, or maybe it can be a class reunion and all of that. You see, you come back and your guy is asking, how many of the guys there talk to you and all. So that's the insecurity coming because they are not sure of what you are doing outside the relationship and all of that.
Okay, why should a man be insecure in a relationship?
That's from the woman, from the woman, rather.
How?
Why will you make your man insecure in your relationship?
How?
Because you are doing something that is already pointing out that you are not doing the relationship in the
What
proper way.
if she's not doing anything?
And
But he
why?
just feels whenever she goes out.
A man cannot just stand up or wake up one morning and think that his woman is cheating on him.
I don't
If there is no
so.
point
I
out.
think it goes to be personal.
No, it's not personal.
It's
No,
a
no.
personal.
Do you know why I'm saying this? Now, most of the time, the way your man think depends on how you guys meet.
Okay.
For example, now I meet you in the club and we start dating. Whether we like it or not, it's the idea of you being a club girl is on his head, is in his head. So he's thinking of, okay, I'm in love with a club girl. There are things a club girl will do. She's not the first person I'm meeting in the club, or I'm not the first person she's meeting in the club. She's met so many people in the club. So when you're telling me that, okay, I want to go to a club, just think about it.
But even if she doesn't go to
Go
a
to
club,
a club.
she steps
Exactly.
out, your
So-
mindset goes to.
Even when she's going out, I'm like, wow, guy, another guy won't collect this bill from my hand. Where you they go? You get? I don't know if you understand why I mean. So the guy's like, this is how I got this girl. There's a tendency that there's another man out there that can get her through this mess.
The definition, like the picture you just painted now, is one out of many. There is a lot of scenarios whereby things like this don't occur, but he just have this insecurity in him that whenever she steps out of the house,
Yes.
he wants to know who you're talking to,
Okay.
who you're meeting,
Okay.
what you're doing
Okay.
at every point in time.
As I
Why
said-
is he
As I
being
said,
insecure?
he still comes from the lady. Perhaps in his previous relationships.
How does it come from the lady?
Because maybe it has happened to him before.
That's his own
He's
problem,
from,
not from the
okay,
lady.
he's my classmate, we are just hanging out. From there, I'm not interested anymore.
Oh.
Okay.
Don't you think the guy is the problem?
No, why is
He
it that
doesn't
the
want to
problem?
come
Maybe
to like the guy being the problem. He's
No.
always packing
the guy,
towards
the guy,
ladies.
the guy is not the problem here. Why is it the guy isn't the problem? Oh, sometimes some guys can be the problem. Sometimes some guys can be too insecure and very curious about what's going on around their lady. I will say that.
Okay.
Right. But most times, the insecurity starts from the other partner. If your partner is insecure with you, ask, why are you insecure with me? What are you doing that is making this person insecure with you? If you are doing things in the proper way, the person would not be insecure. That means there is something you are doing, or there is something they are working on, or there is a movement you're making that makes the person feel, this person gets be. If you are, for example, now you are dating a guy, and is the only one, and the guy wants to talk to you, let's say 10 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night, maybe night call and all. And the guy calls you about 8 o'clock. And your phone is saying your call is another call. By 8 o'clock, no, honestly, by 8 o'clock, what do you think should be running through the guy's head? Or we are dating, let's assume we are dating. And you call me by 8 o'clock as a woman, and my call is on another call. What do you think?
There's many things. It could be a business call.
Yes, it's possible now.
8 o'clock.
It's possible.
Yes.
Business call,
Yeah.
8 p.m.
Yes.
Eight-
Okay,
who-
in case
who
of
does-
emergency.
Someone help me. Who does business by 8
Ah,
p.m.?
it's possible.
And I call you,
Somebody can
And
need
I
your
call you-
response urgently and call
and
you
I
by
call
that
you
time.
and call you over and over, and it's
And
still
still-
busy.
eh,
30 minutes, you are still busy. Business call.
Yes.
Very,
it's
very
possible.
busy business.
It's possible. Just calm down, then wait for her to call you back.
Just imagine.
All right. Let's quickly go on a short break. I'll be right back. All right, viewers, welcome back from that very short break. We have been discussing, is modern feminism destroying love, or are men just insecure? And trust me, it has been a wonderful time in the house. Mr. Timothy here has been giving to us that space. And so, before we went to national break, we were talking about what do we mean by men feeling insecure. I think that was the last thing we were talking about.
Yeah.
Insecurity in men before we went on that short break. So now let's talk about men struggling to adapt to changing times. You know, before, in those days, it was just a man provided for the family, and all women do is sit at home and take care of the family. The highest thing they do is go to the farm and assist the men in harvesting and cultivating and all that. But now women are stepping up, right? Every woman wants to become somebody. They want to be known. They want to be. Now, is it that men are actually finding it hard to adapt to these recent times? Like they are not longer, because before men used to be in control, right? But now women are not taking it out. Like men are no longer that grip, that control they had over women are no longer there. Is it like they're finding it hard to adapt, or they just don't want to? They just generalize it in the word feminism that women are not doing what they're supposed to. I don't know how to put it exactly, but the question here is: it are men finding it difficult to adapt to the changes that to the changes women are going through in modern times?
Okay, if I get you correctly, that I don't actually think they are finding it difficult. Just like you made reference to the olden days and all of that. So currently now we are focusing on the modern feminism. I think it's all about partnership, that mutual understanding and respect, understanding that okay, women are trying to step up. They want that independency and freedom. And it shouldn't be a situation whereby you see a lady who is stepping up in her career as a competition to you. Rather, you should celebrate her success. Yes, actually, some men does. That's that stereotype. They feel like a career woman or an independent woman is not wifeable. Many of them come with that ideology that they are not wifeable.
But are they wife people?
Of course,
Are you serious?
Okay,
yes.
now let me give you an instance. Okay, sometime ago in one relationship of mine also, there was this guy. What I was about to there was something I wanted to do there. And do you know what he told me? He said that why would I want to do that? I was like, I didn't want to do it, but I also want to advance in my life and all that. He said that if I should go and he told me face to face that the reason why he doesn't want me to do it because at the end of the day, once I get to that point, I'll be greater than him. And he doesn't want that. I'll feel like I'm in control.
Okay.
Because
was
you have
like-
been giving him the signs.
No,
It's not.
that's wrong.
I didn't
No.
give him any sign.
You have.
Some of them have that mentality already.
A
That
woman should
once a
be
woman,
above because they cannot get there. They don't expect you as a woman to get to that position.
Well, I think I'll agree with you on that. I think I've met some guys that they want to be in charge financially and otherwise. They want to be the one taking care of the woman. Naturally, a man wants to take care of his woman.
true.
Naturally, a man wants to ensure that everything his woman does should come through him. It's natural for men. That is how we are. Now, but in some instance, we also would have to put it back to the women. Because there are some women out there, once you give a woman a little bit of power, she will show you shaggy. No, it's the truth. It's the truth. It's reality. We've seen a lot of women in leadership. You don't get to understand that most women are more corrupt than men. It's the truth. Women do extremely more than men
What?
in every aspect. Educationally, you see in education, yeah, men are brilliant. But when you see a woman that's brilliant, you see she's extremely brilliant. You see in power, there are men that are powerful. But if you see a powerful woman, it's extreme. A man can be curtailed. What do I mean? A woman can control her husband. The president of the nation can be controlled by his wife.
Sure.
But let's say the woman is in power. Who will control?
Okay, sorry. I think the whole thing boils down to the wrong application of this feminism. Yes,
Yeah.
the individual differences.
Yeah,
No, it's the wrong application of it. Because if we have that mindset that okay, all we just need is that independence, stepping up and all of that, I don't see where this is a problem. Now let's say for instance, a young lady, a guy approaches and wants a relationship with her. And after telling her and all of that, she jumps in without first identifying her expectations or values, because in the relationship marriage is just like a contract. Before you sign, you have to identify terms and conditions to apply. So when you jump into that relationship and things you are seeing is not what you envisioned, now when the guy talk one, you talk two, when he says two, you talk 10. So that's where it becomes a problem. You now start fighting equality at that point in time, whereas from the onset you didn't identify
That was
that
why-
this is what you want.
that is why there's always talking stage. That's why I used to say it, that it's where a man sees you from that will determine how long you will go together. Now, I see you maybe in the gutter, I clean you up, make you look like a very pretty woman, and you want to pass me. Somehow.
That is the
No,
mentality.
hold on. Somehow. Why? Because I have a feeling that if you go past me, there is a possibility that you leave me behind. And we've heard stories of men that train women to school. What happened at the end?
Now we are still talking of that
That's that.
mindset.
No.
Maybe
That's
the
individual
it is a mindset that have emanated from what we've heard, what we've seen over and over and over again. And a wise man would not want to make a mistake because they believe that mistake is a foolish one.
Okay.
So if I help you to get to where you are in life, and I cannot guarantee that once you get there, you would not despise me, you would not insult me, you would not look. There are very few women that get into power and they are still very submissive. We see them.
Yeah.
I heard a podcast of a very popular lady. She's richer than her husband. You should know her. If I mention her name, you would know her. I think she's the richest woman. Okay, if I mention what I want to say, I think you would know her already. You research her. Do that. She said something. She said, even though she's richer than her husband, she ensures that she makes the man in charge. Why? How does this work? Everything that she's doing goes through the man. But how many women would make that happen? Feminism, in this aspect, for me, that woman is not a feminist. She's richer, but she's not. Why? Because feminism in this aspect would want her to be at par with the man. So when the man is talking, hey, I'm richer than you, man, get out of here. Feminism. But for a woman to be submissive, feminism don't accommodate submission.
It does.
It does not.
It does.
Feminism is equality. Now, a relationship, you should be with your better half. Where I'm not good at, that is where you are good at. You get? So if I'm not good financially, you should be better than me financially. For me, as a guy like me, cooking is not my major priority. As I always say, for me to marry somebody today, I need to marry someone better than me in that area. I used to tell my babe that, okay, for us to be together, in case maybe in the future something happen and we get to get married. I'm not good at cooking. I'm not good at cleaning. It's not my PowerPoint. It's not my forte. But you as a lady, I marry you for you to help me in that aspect. I used to joke with her that if it comes to ironing, hey, don't worry. What do you want to iron? Till you're on this, I go iron now for you. I like ironing. That is my own strong point. I don't understand what you understand. But when it comes to feminism, a woman who claims to be feminist wants the man to do what she wants. I don't know if you have met a core feminist before.
Yeah.
She wants a man to do what she wants, not what she feels will be better for both of them. She wants to be in charge. So when you are trying to be in charge over a man, that means you are putting him on the sideline. And once you start putting a man on the sideline, men, we have pride. Whether you like it or not, I'm a man, I have pride. I would not like to be subjected or subdued. Even if you are richer than me, I don't care. But if you don't listen to me, we would have a problem. You get? So that is not insecurity. That is me trying to protect myself. It's human instinct. I want to protect myself in this relationship. So it's better for us to break up than for you to control me.
All right. No, we are still in the topic. Is modern feminism destroying love or are men just insecure? Now, in this aspect, if it is destroying love or are men just insecure, let's talk about um higher standard in dating. A lot of women want, you know what I mean when I say higher standard in dating. They want to date
high class guys.
Yes, they want this emotional, intelligent guys and financially stable.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't blame that your guy I talked about the other time. Now, whether you like it or not, women don't like spending on themselves.
That's not true.
I spend on myself.
No. You prefer I give you the money to buy this cream than buying
I
it with
spend on
your money.
myself.
No, answer my question. Yes or no?
No.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
Really? Because we are on camera.
No. That's not it.
Seriously. Seriously. Let's be realistic. Don't let us say because we're on camera. Naturally, a woman loves to be pampered.
No, that's
That-
how they are
Naturally,
created.
a
Yes.
woman loves to be taken care of.
Yes.
So naturally, a woman wants another person doing the job, not her doing it for herself.
If you are capable of doing the job,
Oh,
when we are
chill.
together.
Wait now, chill. That's why I say I'll not come to that your man. When you get to the point where you don't need him again,
That is the
You
fear.
don't really
it
make
becomes a
up.
problem.
That is the fear.
That is it. So women right now, they want to live in a sphere, in an ideology that might not be existing. It depending on what you've gotten to, by the way. Because I've seen ladies that it depends. What I mean depends on what you've gotten to. It depends on where you've been, your exposure. There are a lot of ladies that really don't care about this. Let's just marry. Someone will marry in a one-room apartment, no problem. But when you get to a stage, let's say an educated lady who have gotten to high class level, there are categories of men they cannot be with, and there are categories of men they can be with. So when you are with this guy and you guys are just bringing up your mentality, oh, even if it's one room, we'll stay together. I don't care. But when you get to a particular point, the one room will be like you're in the prison. The one room that was like, ha, man, have you been to my man house? This guy have everything. Mama, you just enter one day, like, waiting this guy even get. Why am I even with you? Maybe just a split second. Not totally. Then you're, oh, okay. You get. So, women, honestly, if we're being true to ourselves, they love to be pampered. And they love a man pampering them.
That means you actually have to also believe the fact that men are scared of losing of the fact that women don't need them financially. They are scared of that aspect.
Will you love someone that don't need you?
It's not that I don't need you. Okay, let me take for instance now. Let me say I for one. I have my own money. Yeah, I can get whatever I want. Let me just say for instance, I can get whatever I want. If I don't like demanding, yeah, and I don't ask you.
I need to see your boyfriend. Honestly.
But it's true.
No, I need to see your boyfriend.
Wait, and I expect you to give without asking. Because I feel like if I ask, no, I don't. Some guys feel like when you ask, you over asking. So I feel like okay, there are some things you should say as a guy without me asking. No,
You
can I read
give,
this thing?
yes.
Then you don't, because number one, you already know I have the money to afford what I want.
Okay.
So you don't have to wait for me to ask.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
Now, waiting for me to ask, I will never come to you to ask. And that's become a problem whereby they feel like you've neglected them in that financial aspect and you're not needing them anymore.
You know,
But there's this joy that comes when you just give your baby money without her asking.
but you know the thing is, when you don't ask a man for money, some men might not care.
Why some actually see that? Why is she not asking?
But
they
the
might
thing
tell
is-
you,
See it as a problem,
That's
yeah.
a problem.
But the thing is, as you said, some might because they have. So if you don't ask them, they're like, okay. Especially when you not get it from somewhere else and they know that you cannot afford it.
Yeah.
So there will be a problem.
Okay.
You get. But when they know you have the money and you can afford it yourself, most men might just be like, okay. But the thing is, the woman will not be happy. Fact. Because they'll be like, wow. So hold on.
Yes.
That is the point. That is the point. No, that's the point I'm trying to make. So you want him to do it for you, but you don't want to ask him. But if he does not do it for you, then you start looking at him that this guy is below me or beneath me
No.
at some point.
No. If I know he's capable of doing it,
Exactly.
do you understand? If I won't say he's below me, unless I know he's not capable.
See, let me tell you something. Even if he's not capable of doing it, there are some things you want a man to do, whether it's capable or it's not capable.
But you as a woman know the capability of the man.
Yes, but still, as a woman, even though you know your man is broke, there are some things that because you see this thing on social media.
Yeah.
A lot of women are being influenced by what they see. Women is basically what you see. For a woman, is what you see. So, you see one fine celebrity with this person. See her boyfriend. You know, they are out going out together. In your head, you're like, come on, this guy had a date like this. Where will he take me out? You understand?
But if love is involved, I don't think those kind of mindset should actually come in. Yes, now. If you know him, this is why he is.
If you know this is who he is, even if you might not, you still want that thing that you are seeing. It's the
When you
truth.
know
Subconsciously,
that.
sometimes.
Yes,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
sometimes.
Sometimes.
Most times. Don't
No,
make it.
don't
Sometimes
say
you
most
just
times.
wish like, okay, yeah,
I
my guy could just carry me go
hey.
this kind of place or that kind of thing. Sometimes it's
Not
called.
sometimes. It's
Not
most
all.
times.
No,
It's
it's
most
not.
times.
No, it's
You know
not.
that this guy cannot afford it.
Okay.
You know he can, but you see these things. Maybe you are seeing them on a yacht, or you see them in a car, or you see maybe Davido post something now. Davido bought Chioma a car. Davido, then Davido buy Chioma. Am I a stick? Am I a wood? Where
But
is my
that's just
Davido?
like common saying. That's what they say. But
Okay.
you know that you're not.
Well, it has a deep meaning. Don't lie. Just let's not forget about that. We know it has a deep meaning. So basically, when a woman gets to a particular point, the woman wants to leave where she is and aim for higher. There are few women that you grew up together, the same level together, and still be with you. Women naturally are steps ahead of the man, naturally giving birth to. So when we are dating and you have more money than me, there's a perspective, there's a possibility that you want something more than me.
Okay.
You
Now,
want a man more than me.
okay. Now our time is fast. Then. Now let's quickly find a common ground for this for the both sides, from women and from men. Is feminism destroying love or are men just insecure? So the question now is it destroying love?
Yeah, obviously.
Is destroying love?
Yes.
What do you think?
It's not.
It's not.
Yeah.
No, it is.
It's
It's
not.
not.
It's not.
Men are just
And
being insecure.
no. I don't think
They are
yes,
insecure. So it's just that they just have to find a balance.
a balance
in between.
and redefine that partnership and
Okay.
mutual respect.
All
If we
right.
talk with you, sir, if we talk about core feminism,
Mm.
there cannot be a balance
Okay.
because humans are not equal.
All right. All right, viewers. Thank you very much for watching. It has been a wonderful time in the house from Mr. Timothy here and from Miss Confidence. Thank you very much for being here. I actually enjoyed this conversation and I hope our viewers actually do. So, our viewers out there, please, we would like you to follow us on our YouTube channel, on Facebook, on TikTok, on Instagram. Follow us at Serity TV. And please leave your comments, like, and share. Tell us what you feel about this topic. Is modern feminism destroying love or are men just insecure? We would love to hear from you. Thank you for watching. Until we come here next time. Bye for now.